Hey, Stack. I mean, from your playing career, Trey came into, before he hit that first three, I think he was like 1 for 22 on the season. In your experience, when you go through a slump, like how quickly does that confidence change when you hit that first shot? I mean, how good is it also to just see him really bust out of that and all that?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, everybody goes through those stretches. I was never one to succumb to a slump. I felt like the next one was going in. I probably had a stretch where I was worse than that, more than 1 for 22. But it's just you got to keep doing it. But the thing about Trey is he works at it. And we see him. I see him every day. I see him. Uh, and, after practice, before practice, he's a guy for no matter what, whether he's making shots or not making shots, he's still gonna come in and get his work. So I see, him, taking off from here. Again, like this, the confines of home is great, but now when we get on the road and in a hostile environment, for him to step up, it just shows what he's made of. So I'm super happy for him, super happy for our team. I thought we got a number of contributions down the line. Thought T. Frank came in and did a great job for us. Miles saw it go through the basket a couple times when things weren't going for us, well for us early in the first half. Tyron Lawrence got his feet in the paint a little bit. Jordan made some plays. And Quentin Millard-Brown was he got the game ball tonight. I mean, like that guy Hughley, he's a tough load. He scores on everybody, and I thought Q just battled him all night. Obviously it was a team effort, but holding a guy like that to 0 for 6 because he banged him, and then he went and got some offensive self for it. So it was went in, knocked down his free throws at the end of the game, plus 30 for the game. That's unbelievable. Happy for him. Happy for the work that he's put in, and now he's getting some fruit from his labor.
Compared to the VCU game where you guys had a poor
offensive that one.
first half, and then it kind of continued through the whole game. What do you think went different in this one where you were able to recover from offensive kind of struggles in the first half to pull away in the second half?
Well, I think we did a little bit to ourselves. The ball wasn't popping as crisp as it was in the second half tonight. I mean, we were catching it. We had some decent looks. Guys were holding the ball, looking to go one-on-one, and that's really not our game. Those plays will present themselves. We need to come out and really get the ball moving. I think the Q kick one out of the post early, and Tyron just drove it back. There was an opportunity for him to swing it quickly to Miles. If Miles didn't have anything, then he could get it back and drive. That's kind of our theme of how we want to play, to get it moving early in the game, just so everybody feels the ball. It's not necessarily I have to shoot it, but I just want to touch it. I think as you touch the ball and, the start of the game, it just gives you a good feel and a good rhythm. And we got to make sure that we, put the onus on having that good crisp ball movement early in games. And when we do that, we did that in the second half, and you saw how the ball started to go in the basket for us. I mean, I think the first one was a kick to Scotty. He moved it quickly to Miles. He knocked it down, and then all of a sudden the lid was off the basket, and we saw a few go in.
I think you guys had 8 steals, and it just seemed like the perimeter defense was pretty active. Were you generally happy with what you saw there?
Yeah, defense for the game. Again, we held them to 36% for the game. So I mean, like I said, holding the team to 42 is a hell of a number. 43% is a hell of a number, and we're continually to have teams in the 30s. So that lets us know our defense is still trending in the right direction, and that's what I wanted to see. I mean, more importantly, yeah, we wanted to win the game, but I wanted to see could our defense travel, and our defense traveled, and it really secured the win for us until we found a way to make shots. As we continue to get our rhythm offensively, I think perennially we've normally gotten better as the year going on. Offensively figuring out things. I mean, we got played Jermaine at the 4 tonight with Q. And that was a good lineup for us, something that we hadn't looked at, much, but something we possibly look at again. We could look at possibly a super big lineup with, Terry Frank, being able, because he can guard some threes, some things that he can do on the perimeter. Imagine that lineup. Now you're getting, possibly Scotty, Jordan, T. Frank, Jermaine, and Q on the floor. So some different things that we'll look at, but really pleased. I think that turkey's going to taste pretty good tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Should be all right.
You guys got anything else?
All I've got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Coach, you more excited about this or Turkey Day tomorrow? I mean,
I'm excited. I got the guys coming over tomorrow, so
nice.
I mean, I gotta get back home and shoot my turkeys up tonight. You know, I'm gonna pull all nighter tonight. I got to season my ribs. I got everything going, but we're gonna have a big day. We got a couple of days before we have to get back to work again, so we're gonna enjoy this one. It's a great one to come on the road. You know, with a young group for the most part. We got our young guys got some minutes, but our veteran guys are acting like veteran guys and getting it done for us. So we're gonna take tomorrow off. Everybody's coming to my house and have a good turkey day. Hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Coach. Send some pics.
All right.
Thank you.
I think you were like 1 for 22 this season before you hit that first three. You know, how good does it feel just to, you know, completely break out of that slump and you know, not only that, but lead your team to a pretty big win for you guys?
It felt pretty good, just like knowing that the work that I've been putting in, like after practice, before practice, is finally paying off. Like my teammates, the coaches, they all been like telling me keep my head up as I'm going to the slump. So just me to break out of it felt real good.
You know, what do you think led to the offensive success for you guys in the second half of this game after having such a tough first half?
I feel like it started on our defense, just getting stops and then being able to push the ball. You know, like starters really like told us when we get in, push the ball. When we get stopped, push the ball, so that our team got to work. So we're just pushing the ball. I feel like they weren't really getting back in transition, so that led to us getting easy buckets. And then the rest is self-explanatory, I guess.
It looked like Stack was drawing up those plays specifically to get you those threes. I mean, did he say anything to you, you know, over at the bench or in the huddle or anything like that, or you know, to say that he was going to try to get you those shots, or did you just find out when, you know, Scotty or whoever calls him to play? Like, you know, how did that go?
Yeah, there was definitely plays drawn up, but like it's just a team where someone gets hot, you want to feed the hot man, find whoever's going. So when they saw that I hit one, they know that I can hit another and another and another. So it was just like plays that we had before and plays that we ran before that always work.
Yeah, I guess what does this win say about like the, you know, maybe like the toughness of your team, considering you guys, you know, were playing pretty poorly on offense in the first half and things weren't going your way, but you know, you came back and totally flipped it.
I feel like it says a lot about how we work the game. We're not a team that's gonna, you know, get down just because we're having a rough shooting night. We're gonna keep trusting our work and trusting the work we put in, that we get hit shots and shots are gonna fall for us. So I feel like just being able to stay with it and then trusting each other, that was a big part of us pulling through in the second half.
Yeah, what do you think kind of was different about this game versus, you know, the VCU game where there was also some offensive struggles you could never quite get out of?
I feel like this game, we had a lot of energy on the bench. That was a big part of it. VCU, you know, the bench was kind of quiet and didn't really let like the people on the court, like we didn't really feel any energy, just with like students being away. So I feel like this game, the bench being more hype and giving us more energy in the second half, they led to us like finding our rhythm and being able to knock down shots and get stops on the defensive end as well.
All right, Trey. I think that's it, man. Safe travels home.
Thank you.